Hello my hair warriors, it's me, your friendly neighborhood hairdresser, Aaron O'Brien. Today's video is sponsored by Lordhair.com. What are we talking about today? We are talking about restoring hair systems. And you will not believe what is underneath this hat. This is 10-day-old, not brushed, not slept in correctly, without using a silk or satin pillowcase, not even shampooed or conditioned. Because I want to show you how to restore your system very easily and bring it back to nearly brand new. This video will benefit people who can't get to a hair salon, they are stuck at home, they may not have all the tools that they need, and it's a few very simple steps to make it feel fabulous. Okay, let's get started. So to make sure that we maintain the system, we want to make sure that we peel it off our head extremely carefully. This has been on for nearly 3 weeks, but like I said, it hasn't been brushed, washed, any of that good stuff in at least 10 days. So when you're peeling it off, you can start from the front and you gently peel back the system, working back. You don't want to tear it off the scalp up. You want to roll it off the scalp like so. You can see it doesn't pull, it doesn't hurt, and it's rolling off like a dream. If you find that some parts of the glue are really stuck to your head, you can use some C22, a little bit of oil to just help remove those pieces. Key is to be gentle as possible when removing your system. As you can see, this doesn't look its very best. That's also from lack of washing your hair. You want to make sure that you do wash your hair, at least shampoo once a week, or make sure that you rinse it off in the shower. This will help remove any grime or anything on the system and will help reduce the amount of buildup underneath the system around the scalp, especially for lace systems. Okay, next up is removing all of this grime and glue. I like to use C22. It is a solvent remover and it removes the tape really fast. With this, I'll also use a towel. A towel has a little bit of grit on it as well, which will help pull away. Make sure you use an old towel and you can reuse it over and over again, but obviously wash it, of course, in between sessions. So here we go. Okay, we're going to spray it on around where all the glue is. I usually leave this sit for about 2 minutes. So you can leave your system rest in the sink for 2 minutes before we start the removal process. We are slowly removing the tape with our towel and the C22. We're being very gentle as we rub it and we are pulling the glue back. This is to make sure that we don't pull out any of the hair in the system and also keeping the system base intact. This is going to be the best way to help keep your system in its best condition while restoring it to its best possible self. We've now removed the glue and we have to wash the system. But before we wash it, there is a lot of matting in this system because it hasn't been brushed. So we want to make sure that we get them all out without damaging the system, so we have to use the right brush. Dematting the system is extremely important. We have to be very gentle and use the correct brush. So with the brush here, it has some wooden rounded ends. This ensures that we don't tear the base of the system, whether it's lace or whether it's thin skin. You gently rub from the top of the system, working your way into the mat, and then you slowly pull the mat out. Make sure that you get all the mats out of hair, and this is so it is perfect for when we wash the hair as well, because we want to make sure when we wet the hair that there is no tangles, because when you wet it with tangles it makes it even worse and near impossible to get those tangles out without pulling out or restoring your hair system. As we're washing the system, we want to make sure that we really clean the base. So we use a detoxifying or clarifying shampoo. This will lift any extra residue on the system or any extra tape, glue, whatever you have on it. We want to make sure that we get rid of it all. Then on the system, the hair itself, we want to make sure that we're using shampoo, but we're very gentle with the hair. So I tend to use a bamboo brush or something with bald ends to be able to comb through or brush through your system very carefully. So the idea behind it is that you are not matting by moving the hair system around. It is much easier for you to condition, to comb the hair out afterwards, and it'll stop any pulling or shedding of the hair. I always tend to use this technique as well while I'm in the shower with my system on. I use 1 pump of shampoo, brush the shampoo through with my bamboo brush, and then I rinse it out carefully and then apply some conditioner. Okay, so our system was shampooed. Now we are putting toner onto the system. This is a semi-permanent color. It can come in conditioner form or it can come in gel form where you get it at a salon when you hand it into your stylist. I put the mixture onto the hair itself on the system, mainly mid-lengths and ends, and then I use a brush to comb it through. We want to make sure that we don't get too close to the base with our hair color because it can make the system look a little bit more unnatural. If you want to stay 1 or 2 millimeters away from the base of your system, that is perfect when you're applying your color. Once that is done, leave it sit for about maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Do not leave your color too long and it can turn your hair system really dark, unless you want it that way. Once the timer has run out and you're ready to wash your hair system, you're only going to do 1 shampoo. Repeat it exactly how we did it the first time. Once you've rinsed out your shampoo, you're going to apply a mask. Again, make sure that you don't apply this too close to the base because we don't want it affecting the glue or the system sticking to your head. Leave it sit for about 10 minutes and then rinse it out, comb it through, and we're ready to get it on. After conditioning the system and we are fully washed, we want to make sure that we towel dry. You put your hair system into a towel very gently and fold it over. Then we begin to pat the hair system with the towel and take out any of the heavy wet. Once the heavy wet has been taken out, we're going to place it onto one of our domes before we start drying. When we're drying the hair, you can leave it to sit on the dome and dry naturally if you want, or if you want to blow dry it, you can use it on a low heat and low blast setting. You can also use your bamboo brush when you're combing out your system and drying it at the same time if you want your hair to lie straighter and a little bit shinier. This will help to straighten the cuticle, which again adds more shine and it'll make it less tangled. Now that we are deglued, we are detangled, we have washed, we have conditioned, we have recolored, our system is now absolutely perfect and it's fully restored, even though it's been through hell. Okay, it's time to get it back onto this head. Okay, my hair warriors, so here is the finished result. So basically this has been detangled, washed, retoned, and it feels as soft and as brand new from when I first got this system. This is now the 3rd time I've worn this system, and even after all the stuff I put it through, it feels absolutely fantastic. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!